There was a buzz around the small town of Ravenswood when a limited edition became available at the local card shop. The card, rumored to be extremely rare, was called Francis of the Forbidden Forest. Collectors from surrounding areas converged on the shop, eager to be the first to own and wield the powerful new edition in their decks. Tommy, a local high school student and devoted card game enthusiast, was among the first to arrive. The card shop owner, Mr. Johnson, handed him the coveted card, wrapped in protective plastic. Tommy's heart raced with excitement as he read the text. If you activate any of this card's effects, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn, except Forbidden Forest monsters. During damage calculation, if your Forbidden Forest monster is attacked, you can discard this card. You take no battle damage from that battle. If a Forbidden Forest card or effect is activated, you can draw one card. You can banish this card from your G, double the damage inflicted to your opponent. You can only use each effect of Francis of the Forbidden Forest once per turn. Tommy slid the card into his deck protector and couldn't wait to test it out. Later that night, he decided to play a few solo games to see the card in action. As he shuffled the deck, he got an uneasy feeling. The room, normally cozy and warm with posters of various cards and characters on the walls, seemed darker than usual. A chill ran down his spine. He shook it off, blaming it on his overactive imagination. His first draw included Francis of the Forbidden Forest. As he played the card, a shiver of excitement mixed with dread coursed through him. He activated Francis's effect, discarded it to take no battle damage, and continued his game. But something strange happened. The room's temperature dropped significantly, and the lights began to flicker. Tommy's eyes widened in confusion and fear. In the dim light, he swore he saw shadows moving on their own, creeping closer to his card table. He blinked, and they were gone. "Damn power supply," he muttered, forcing a laugh. He continued the game, activating another of Francis's effects to draw a card. The moment he did, the shadows returned. Panic was starting to set in. Tommy tried to stand up, but an unseen force held him in his chair. The shadows whispered his name, the sound sending chills down his spine. His heart pounded loudly in his chest. "I have to stop," he thought, reaching for the card to put it away. The shadows hissed and recoiled as his fingers touched the card. "Leave it," they seemed to say. With tremendous effort, Tommy pulled the card from the deck, shaking with fear. Once he did, the shadows vanished instantly. The room's temperature returned to normal, and the lights stabilized. Tommy didn't sleep that night. The next morning, he returned to the card shop, pale and with dark circles under his eyes. Mr. Johnson noticed his frazzled state. "Tommy, you okay, kid?" Mr. Johnson asked with concern. Tommy hesitated. "Mr. Johnson, I want to return this card. It's Xi² beta negation beta broken bar, it's not right." Mr. Johnson's face softened with understanding. "You're not the first one to say that. It's a powerful card, but it can be Xi² beta negation beta broken bar intense. Here, I'll take it back." Mr. Johnson took the card, and as soon as he did, Tommy felt a weight lift off his shoulders. He left the shop, the morning sun warm on his skin, and decided that sometimes, the lure of power wasn't worth the cost. Ravenswood remained quiet, but stories of Francis of the Forbidden Forest spread, becoming a cautionary tale among card players. The card's power was undeniable, but what it brought with it was a lesson in the balance between ambition and caution. For Tommy, the memory of that haunting night faded slowly, replaced by a newfound respect for the game and its mysteries.